Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a general pick-a-pile reading about should you lick their sexy candy cane or should you give them head? So readings are timeless and timestamps are in the pinned comments and decks are in the description box. There's also a link to my link tree so you can find me all over the internet. And there's also a link to Etsy for this exact reading. I wanted to say thank you to all the new subscribers. It's been awesome watching that number grow and seeing you guys interact and leaving comments. It's been really fun. I also wanted to thank you who are getting Etsy readings. There's over 120 of readings that have been sold already, so it's really exciting to me to be able to get to read for you guys and see your relationships grow and interact with you. It's been really fun. Also on my channel, I normally do a shout out reading during the holiday edition of readings. I'm not doing shout outs and I'll resume after the first of the year. So you can go ahead and be the first to leave a comment because those will get shouted out after the first of the year. Also on my channel, we have what is in the box. What's in the box is used for your intuition. So intuition is also really important on my channel. If there's something that I say and you know it doesn't fit for you, don't try and make it fit. It's just not your information. And on my channel, if the camera zooms in, I pull a clarifier from the Tarot of Sexual Magic deck. So today we have the quarter, the nickel, and the penny. Let's go ahead and we will get started with the people who chose the quarter. So the questions I have: should you give them head? Why or why not? Let's do it this way. And then we have the energy if you do, and two things you might hear them say if you do. So, should you give them head? Yes, absolutely. When something is absolute, there is nothing wrong with charging forward. The tarot insight into that of why or why not is showing up as the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, when he is upright, is thoughtful and powerful. Also, he's kind of kinky. He's got his foot on her tits there. Somebody's watching. Like, this person really would love for you to give them head, and they want you to give them head in a place where they might get caught. But be careful with that. Make sure you're like inside your house, you're not out in public, because that could cause you issues. So then what is their energy if you do give them head? Spontaneity, doing the unexpected for your partner is greatly appreciated. So this is something that will totally be exactly what they're looking for, and you're really going to enjoy it. It's really going to be really fun, especially when you're the person who is initiating it. It's really going to take it to a different level for them and for you. You're really going to enjoy it more than you think because you're going to have a little bit more control in it. And that's when it can get really exciting because you're not just kind of feeling like you're only doing it because the other person asked you to or wants you to. So there's no real expectation on it. Something you might hear them say would be, I hear you laugh when I think of something funny, and I'm in love with you. So this person definitely enjoys oral sex. I'm going to pull a clarifier there for that saying of what they might say. Okay, so that pulled up as the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, man, she is, well, this is feminine energy, is feisty and confident and self-assured, and that's really something that they will really enjoy about this, because you really do have to be self-assured and confident if you're just going to be like, hey, I want to suck your dick, I want to do this or that. You're really going to have a situation where they're really excited by it and they see you. Like, you can even look in this picture, he's like staring at her, there's a flame, she's all sexy. This would be something that would be super exciting for you and for this person. So they really would like for you to do that this holiday season. All right. Well, thank you so much for letting me read for you. And if you wanted further explanations or information about your specific connection, you can follow the link to Etsy. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of the wonderful things you can do on YouTube. So this is for group 2, the people who chose the nickel. We had, should you give them head? Why or why not? Or some tarot insight. Their energy if you do, and then two things that you might hear them say. So, should you give them head? Yes, undoubtedly. When you get rid of doubt, your desire will show themselves to you in miraculous ways. So yes, you should definitely give them head. That is something that they would really enjoy, and it's undoubtedly. So you're going to really want to go into it with a lot of confidence, because if you don't seem confident, it's not going to be as sexy. So then the insight is showing up as the reverse Eight of Cups. Now, the reverse Eight of Cups is about learning from the past. So maybe there's a little part of you that's a little bit nervous. I feel like some of you have tried before to be sexy and it hasn't come out as well as you wanted it to come out. And that's because of the doubt that came in. So you're really going to learn from the past if you're able to go in and just be like, gung ho, this is what I want, this is what we're going to do, and not have any doubt in it. So then the energy is showing up as security. Security in your relationship is very helpful. Your relationship will thrive with security. So if you go in and give this person head and you're really connecting with them, it's going to give them a form of security. They're going to feel like you find them sexy. They're going to feel like you really want to be there. For some of you, you have some, I want to say shyness, but I think a little bit it's your confidence was kind of dashed in the past. You've tried to be the one who initiates. He's not really landing on anything. That's why I'm not really pulling anything yet. You've tried to be the one who've initiated in the past, and it hasn't worked out for you very well. And you're kind of learning the reason it didn't work out for you is because you had some doubt in it. You were afraid of rejection. You didn't know if they were really going to want to be there with you. So work on that doubt, get that doubt out of there, really pay attention to what they do want with you. So let's hear what they would say. I know there is divine timing, and I love collecting memories with you. So this person feels very patient. They know that you have some things in your background. You've done a really good job of communicating with them. So they know it's not about them. They know it's about the situations that have happened to you in the past, which is a really good thing. Yeah, see, it's funny because it's literally zooming in. Like the grid that I use is zooming in right here. So let's put a card there. Let's see what this is. Just wow, that flipped right over. It flipped over with the Seven of Swords upright. Now the Seven of Swords upright is about a little bit of dishonesty and betrayal. For some of you, this person may have had an affair in the past, and that's where you're trying to learn from the past. You've been forgiving them, but you're still having a little bit of an issue. So work on the forgiveness part of it. Now it's really interesting because I've been asking myself and the universe lately, like, what is forgiveness? And forgiveness is really just about putting something down and walking away from it. It's about taking the pain out of it. I read in a psychological thing that emotions only last for 12 minutes. After 12 minutes, all of the physical things that happen when you feel an emotion are finished. And anything after that 12 minutes, you are actually doing to yourself. You're perpetuating it. So emotions can get dealt with and you can be done with them a lot sooner than most people get finished with them. So definitely continue to make memories with this person because they love doing that with you. They love having a list of things that they have enjoyed with you, and the time that you gave them head while you were going grocery shopping or whatever crazy thing you do, they're really going to enjoy. All right, well, thank you for letting me read for you. And if you need further information on your exact connection, there is a link to Etsy in the description box. And then also, don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of the wonderful things you can do on YouTube. And now we're going to the third group, the people who picked the penny. So the first question is, should you give them head? And then we have some tarot insight into that. We have their romantic energy if you do, and then we have two things that you might hear them say. So, should you give them head? Maybe. Remember, review your progress. Is this really what you want? Okay, so let's get some insight onto that. Ah, the Devil card. Huh, I kind of see where this is going. Do you see this big dildo that the devil is holding? So for this For some of you, this person is not a good person for you. You're addicted to them, but in some of these relationships, they're toxic relationships. In some of these relationships, they're cheating, they're having affairs, and you are actually addicted to the endorphin rush. You're addicted to the dramatic feeling and what your body does. So, the way that body chemistry works is if you have this person and you really like them and they reject you, that's a bad feeling. And then your body goes in with these different emotions to try and perk you up. Well, you can become addicted to those endorphins that are going through your body and keep going back into a situation that's not the best for you. So it's really interesting because it says, review your progress. Is this really what you want? So for some of you, this person, you've kind of moved on. You've progressed on from the devil, from the thing you were addicted to. And so the cards are really saying, yeah, I mean, you might be able to go give him head and be okay, but do you really want to get involved in this again? Okay, it didn't really land on anything for us to pull a clarifier. So then the romantic energy, if you do that, they'll be happy. Happiness in self is the first block and a very solid foundation. This person will be happy if you give them that, of course. I mean, like, seriously, who's not going to be happy with that? But in the long run, will you be happy with that? Let's keep going and see what they would say. Give me time. I will make things up to you. And I love you. So you could be in a toxic relationship and truly, madly, deeply love the person and just not be compatible with them. You can want them to be in your life and feel like, oh, you hung the stars, but that does not mean it's ever going to work out. So for some of you, this person, and this is where you have to use your discernment and differentiate which group you're in. For some of you, this is the devil, and you are not supposed to be doing this. Some of you, they learned from the past. And that's why they're saying, give me time, I'll make things up to you. They have learned what they did wrong the first time. So really, honestly, this whole thing really does revolve around this maybe card, because this is a choice that you have to make on whether you want to do this or not. It all revolves around what you're looking for. All right, well, thank you so much for letting me read for you. And if you need further information, there is a link to my Etsy shop down below. And now it is time for what is in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? And the thing that is in the box today, I bet you thought it was a dime, but it's not. It's an elephant. All right, well, thank you so much for letting me read for you, and happy holidays.